I hear assassination claims. Who has complained? I'm yet to hear someone who has complained. And I think it's better that we stop creating things that don't exist. The moment we have a claim like that is formalized, not in barazas, then it's dealt with in accordance with the law. And I don't think for us as a ministry, we will be distracted from doing our work. We will continue providing security to Kenyans. We will continue providing leadership for implementation of national development programs. We will continue working because what Kenyans need now is services. What Kenyans need is to have security for children to go to school, to have security for them to do their businesses 24/7, to have a security to live in an environment that invites even foreign investment into this country. And I don't think the bickering that we have continued seeing helps anybody. And I would pray that citizens of this country, we start concentrating on the right and important things in this country. Thank my colleague, PS Irongo, for the great work he has continued to do in providing water for citizens of this country. This is, of course, an AP camp, like you have heard, that's hosting about 2,000 people and a lot of others potential in the neighborhood who should benefit from the program that we have started. As you are aware, we have changed the manner in which we handle the housing program for police. I've said we currently are offering them their house allowances, but we have the buildings that we already had put in place. Police are occupying them, and we are going into an arrangement where we give them their house allowance and then they pay what we call economic rent. But that's a program that we are still dealing with so that the houses can be valued properly by our State Department of Housing. So we basically here to commission this project. We are here because we are at work. Government has a lot of programs. All of us have agreed through our National Development Implementation Technical Committee that we need now to go into a high gear where all these programs that we have spent a lot of time trying to unlock to ensure that they are moving all the way from infrastructure, water, energy, all the state departments that drive infrastructural development in our country. We have made sure that the projects are back on track, because some of them, after we go into contract, we have seen any delay causes government a lot of penalties in terms of delayed works, and therefore as a government we have agreed that we are engaging ourselves in first gear. We have brought together the infrastructure all the way from the counties, and whenever we are having our monitoring and evaluation, those are the people who will go and tell us the reasons why these projects get stuck occasionally, and we do everything to ensure that they function. As a result, since we started this program, we have been faced with about 300 projects that had issues, and I am happy to report we have 60% of them unlocked and now going on, and it's a matter of time before we see 100%, because the problems are manageable, the problems are sometimes regulatory in nature, some government institutions are not communicating properly, and that's the work we do to ensure that we continue unlocking. Like I'm saying, we have about 200 of them now unlocked and moving, and we are here in this place to demonstrate that this framework is actually working. So I want to thank you very much for the interest you've shown, and I invite probably my colleagues.
Of course, You've already mentioned why we are here. We are here as a Ministry of Water and Sanitation to pump into the water sector 15 cubic meters of water per hour through the borehole that we have just commissioned to service the families that are living here in this AP camp. Of course, this is in an effort to ensure that we avail water to Kenyans. You know that the water coverage is currently at 62%, and all our efforts, including the giving water through the borehole that you've seen here, is geared towards the year 2022, when we intended to have done 80% and then eventually 100% by the year 2030. So ours is simple. We came here as a ministry. We came here as the Waterworks Development Agency, and we are happy that we found the PS to accompany us here. But as the PS has said, this is just a demonstration of the good work that the committee that the PS chairs, and I want to thank him for chairing the National Development Implementation Technical Committee, where I also report my challenges in the water sector, and I have seen his efforts in unlocking a number of projects that I was having challenges with. One of them is the Northern Collector Tunnel, and another one is the Kalimeno Dam that we are doing in Kiambu, and many others that are not enumerated here. So this is a demonstration of the success of the partnership that we have as a Ministry of Water and Sanitation and the Ministry of Interior and Coordination of National Government. And therefore, I am here leading the team from the ministry. So ours is very simple. We came here for that. And the journey goes on. We are moving towards the pledge we gave last year of moving the country to 80% on water coverage, and from 25% on sanitation coverage to 40%. Thank you very much.
I had hoped you would ask me about the flow of water, because that's what brought us here. I would be very reserved in responding to useless and baseless allegations because they are under police investigation. But I would really appeal that we are really credited with some intelligence, that we have some brains better than what we are hearing. And it's unfortunate that our country can occupy space of media talking about imaginations. Unajua hiyo mgogoro yenye unasema sisi hatuelewi. Hapa niko na polisi wa KPS anaitwa Mbogo, hapo kuko polisi wa APS, na unaona kabisa hawana mgogoro yote. Nafikiria ni vizuri sisi wa Kenya tujue ni lazima tukubali mageuzi. Iko wakati inafika nchi ni lazima isonge mbele. Polisi wa AP, polisi wa Kenya Police wamekuwa wakifanya kazi pamoja pia na maofisa wa administration, wale wanaitwa ngao. Na usalama haiwezi shikiliwa kwa nchi hii kama hiyo uhusiano haipo. Na ndio sisi kama wizara, sisi kama serikali tukaonelea ni vizuri. Hakuna haja tuseme kama ile unit yao inaitwa anti-stock theft. Nakupea tu mfano. Polisi wa Kenya Police wako naye na polisi wa AP wako naye. Hakuna haja ya kuwa na units mbili zenye zinafanya kazi inafanana. Ndio tukaunganisha hizo, alafu tukasema watu maofisa wa administration police watakuwa wanafanya ile kazi specialized kama ile ya border patrol, infrastructure na protection ya VIP na kazi zingine zile zinaitwa formed units. Alafu hao polisi wengine wa Kenya Police hao wenyewe wakuwa wanafanya general duties na kulinda wananchi wa kawaida kwa shughuli zao. Kwa hivyo hakuna mgogoro yote, na tunaendelea mbele na tutaendelea mbele kuunganisha na kupatia maofisa wetu wa polisi ile support wanahitaji, ndio kazi yao iendelee mbele. You know, you start by saying there is extrajudicial killing. Which one? You know, we must be a country that is led by logic and facts and truths. You know, when there is a crime committed, it is unfortunate that before the people who are trained to do this work even commence, there are people who already have made conclusion about the investigation. And I think it is fair that we allow all our investigative agencies, these are professionals, they are trained, they have proven over time that they can do the work, that we allow them space to work. But this political interference that we have continued to see being exerted on our officers, being exerted on government officers, I think it's just unfortunate. The executive must as well be given space to do their work, because we mean well for this country.